with me today as we talk about Springville, Utah. Hi, I'm Becca Summers with Seasons Real Estate, and today we're going to talk about the great city of Springville, Utah. Springville is located in Utah County, just south of Provo. The closest major city is Provo, which is about 10 minutes north, and then Salt Lake is another 50 minutes from here. It is a great country feel when you get down here, and there are 33,000 residents in Springville, and they expect it to hit 50,000 within the next 10 years. So Springville is definitely growing. So Springville, you'll find, is a little more affordable, with the median home price of a single family home being $337,000. So it's a little more affordable, which brings a lot of people a little further south. And things to do in Springville. Springville is a relatively small city, so we are standing at the Springville Arts Museum right now, which Springville is actually known for, and a couple movies have actually been filmed in this art museum. Springville also has its own golf course, the Hobble Creek Golf Course just up the canyon. And Springville has a rec center and a splash pad for the locals to play in. So even though it's a small city, it still has a lot going on. Springville City is part of the Nebo School District, and they have their own high school, which is the Devils in Springville. And Nebo School District is from Springville to the end of Utah County, and that is all one big school district. The Nebo School District is known primarily for being a very hands-on school district. So they have a lot of different classes like auto body, cabinetry making, FFA. It's a lot more of a country feel when you're talking about the Nebo School District. So a lot of the employers in Springville, we have a big Stouffer's plant, Little Giant Ladders, and a lot of builders in this area. So we have a lot of manual labor construction jobs in the Springville area. So right now we're standing in downtown Springville, and just behind me is their splash pad. So Springville has over 100 acres of parks, which comes out to be about 22 parks throughout the city. So tons of green space to play in and come and enjoy the outdoors. So when it comes to food in Springville, there are plenty of restaurants to check out. This is a local favorite, Art City Trolley, which has all the good down-home yummy foods like hamburgers, fries, and it has a really cool atmosphere with the trolley. Other favorites is La Casita, which is just a small little restaurant on the north end of town. There's also Cracker Barrel, which is a national chain, but it's the only place you can get it here in Utah. So that's nice, especially when you're driving through, because it's just off the freeway. And the best place for cheese bread here in Springville is Zub's Pizza. So one thing about Springville that's very interesting you'll notice when you're driving around is how big the streets are. So Springville was one of the original cities that was developed clear back when Utah started being developed. And you'll notice that it has the grid pattern the same like Salt Lake City. The Mormon pioneers got here and developed the whole area. They developed them in grid pattern format, so it's easier to find addresses. And I was talking with someone in California once, and I told her my address, and she said, as soon as I heard your address, I knew you were going to be from Utah, because Utah's the only place that has the numbers like that. And growing up here, that wasn't something I realized was different about Utah compared to other areas. To be able to do a full U-turn with horses and wagons. So you'll see that this road is huge, and it's not necessary, but it makes it a lot easier to drive while you're in Springville. So because Springville was one of the original established cities, there's a lot of homes in Springville that were built in the 1800s, which for Utah, the 1800s is old for buildings. A lot of our buildings aren't this old. And kind of a fun random fact about Springville is a couple years ago, I sold the first schoolhouse in Springville, and it was just shy of 900 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. And it had been converted into a house, but it was the first original schoolhouse, and I think it was 1880s. So now we're on Springville Main Street, headed to all the shopping options here in Springville. So Springville really has developed and grown a lot since it was originally developed in the 1800s, and it's now starting to get a lot of modern amenities that everyone's looking for. So we have a Smith's that we're coming up to, and a Walmart in Springville, and a DI, which DI is Deseret Industries, which is kind of your Goodwill thrift store for donations. If you're looking for a Costco, there's a Costco just south in Spanish Fork, next city south. They do have an Instacare, they have assisted living, and just a ton of development is going on here in Springville, which is why they predict the population to grow to 50,000 in the next 10 years. Thanks for coming with us through Springville, Utah. If you're looking for more cities and more area videos, make sure you follow us here on YouTube. And if you are relocating and looking for a realtor to hire to help guide you through the process, my number and email are here and here.